Hi, good morning. Finishing off this little wall hanging. Now, little surprise for you. It's going to be a giveaway. The people that commented on the last video are going in my little pot here. I'm not doing anything fancy schmancy. I'm just going to put your names in the pot, and at the end I will draw a winner. Because I'm fed up with the bots that pick up giveaways on YouTube because I've done these before and I've had people totally random, never heard of them before, and yeah, they win. I message them through YouTube and they never get back to me, so they don't deserve to blooming win, quite frankly. Sorry, I'm not even showing you the names. Yeah, so everybody that commented anyway, you can see the list on the video. So I'm just going to pop you all in there. There's Rhonda. There was Lynn, there was Mary, I can't remember who else. And then Susan. Of course, if you decide you don't want it, just message me. I'll put my email at the bottom there and then just say, can you redraw it? And I'll do that if you don't want it. Totally understand. Right, we'll do those later. Let me chop that one down so that it's fair. I don't want you to think I'm cheating. Not that I would. This is Lynn's. She was at the top of the list. That's the only reason it's bigger. I literally just chopped it with my scissors. We'll get on to making in a second. Hold on, guys. Don't want to be accused of... Right, okay. Just remind me to do that, okay? Because you know what I'm like. Right. Okay, well, as you can probably see, let me see what you can see. The sun's decided to come out, which is typical. Yeah, I've done a load of slow stitching. Fly stitch. Just sort of outlined the flowers there. Oh, and I put the big white flowers in the middle. I didn't like those middles, so I did that and put sequins on and things. And then the circles you can see got bling, a few French knots. Yeah, I like it. It's made a lot of difference to it actually. So yeah, well and truly happy. I'm going to back it with this. I just thought I never looked to see if that... Ah, okay, Houston, we have a problem. I was hoping that came out of there, but it doesn't. So how am I going to get the tabs on? Okay, that must be one. I can't actually see if it's... Let me hold it up to the light. Doesn't look like it's a whole piece. Oh, darn. Okay, what I'll have to do... Because what I was thinking of doing was stitching in 2 little tabs at the top there and then they could just slip on there. That's not going to work. So what I'll have to do is stitch them on half like that, and then actually I'll do them on the back, and then when it's all stitched together I'll just have to bring it to the front and put a little button there to hold it on and stitch it through. That's what we'll do. Right, there's always a solution. You just got to find it. Never thought of checking that. Oh well. Just been chatting to my neighbour. He lets out the house that's next to mine, and they had such a bad tenant. I felt quite sorry for them. They were not nice people, and he's decided to put it up for sale now. I'm like, oh God, what are we going to get now then? Oh, they were bad enough, but you get some heavy rocker or something, you know, we're going to be snookered. Anyway, right, so right, let me think this through. How am I going to do this? So literally I just need to catch one end in and then I'll put it through the bar and stitch it down with a button. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So it needs to... I'll get my brain around it in a minute. It actually needs to go on the back, doesn't it? So when it's stitched in I can then bring it to the front. That's the right way up. Is that right? It's going to have to be. Okay. Could be wrong here, but never mind. What's new? Right, so it doesn't need to go on the edges, it needs to come in a bit. Right, do this properly, Susan, come on. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day. It's glorious sunshine here today. Still a little nip in the air. Got to get my tomatoes put out. Actually, I bought some, was it last weekend? And I need to put them out in the garden because they're getting very leggy on the windowsill. I had to zigzag around the edges. I don't know if you could see that, because it was starting to really fall apart. So, and I knew I was going to do some hand stitching, so I had to zigzag the edges of the linen fabric so that, actually it doesn't really matter which way up it goes looking at it. I'm going to put them that side, I think, so they're overlapping slightly. Is that going to work? Yeah, because when it's all turned through, no, because that's going to be on the inside. Why can't I think? No, that's fine. No, that'll be fine. Right, pins. Oh, once again, they're all downstairs. Hold on, let me get my clips. Might be easier. One day I'm going to shock you and be totally organised. I know, one day. Don't hold your breath, so. Right, so you going to stitch onto there, and I'll leave a gap at the bottom. Lovely jubbly. I'm not convinced. No, it's not going to work. Right, it's going to have to go in there. It is, yes, because otherwise that will not be right. Let's try and get it in straight. Let's put you there. Yes, if I had the money, I would buy next door because it's got a nice private garden. We could do a load of stuff in the garden, but I don't have the money. He said to me, bless him, he said, because we were stood out chatting, he said, now if you'd have been my tenant, I wouldn't be selling. So, well, yes, I'm a good tenant, but you know, it's a shame because that's another rental property coming off the market, and we're desperate in Devon for rental properties. Apparently there was another one on the estate here that there was over 50 applicants. Oh, I'm so glad that, you know, well, I dread the day that my landlady says I'm selling, because I'll just be, I won't stand a chance. I won't stand a chance because I'm only part-time and I'm of a certain age. So, yeah, interesting. I'll have to buy a tent. Right, let's go over to the sewing machine and we'll stitch that and we'll finish it off, and then I'll do the drawer. Don't let me forget to do it. I'm going to put it there so I don't forget. Right, I'm going to pause you, going over to the machine. Right, it's a bit dark over here, but it'll be fine. Right, so I'm going to start from the bottom and whiz round. I will probably put it on a bit of a fast forward. I'm going to move the needle over a bit. So I don't want to take a massive hem here, massive seam. Yeah, that should be about right. Right, okay, whizzy whiz. Forgot about those big stones there. It pushed the foot over. Hopefully it'll look all right. Just going to gently curve those corners. I'm going to turn it through, stitch it up, and then we'll go back to the other desk. Okay, I might have to do a bit of pressing in between as well, just because. Right, let's see what we got. I left the stitch and tear on. I don't know if that's the right thing or not. I just left it there because it's kind of acting like a stabilizer. So yeah, I think it's supposed to, well, yeah, the clue's in the name, isn't it? Stitch and tear. But yeah, I'll just leave it in. That's fine. It's a wall hanging. It's not anything, you know, it's not wearable or anything. I'll just get my... Okay, we're going to have a fight, are we? That's fine. Can you just come through, please? It's going to be interesting trying to press this, actually, when it's a bit lumpy bumpy. Ooh, oh. That was the old person's straining. Okay. Right, let me pause you for a second. I'm just going to go and give that a quick press to what I can, and then this bit will go nice and neatly, so I'll be back with you in a sec. It's amazing how a quick press can change something. Couldn't quite get it perfectly flat because obviously these are quite lumpy, these thingies. So now I very sensibly put green in my bobbin and white on the top, so hopefully it's just going to disappear into the stitching. If I put it there, it should just about catch. Slow it down a little bit. It's not behaving. Right, okay. Yeah, as I hoped, it's more or less disappeared, so it's all good. And the back is green, so that's all good too. Right, okay. Yep, that went well. Jolly good. Right. When you're doing these, you can go around the outside again, but as you can see, I'm already pretty close to the edges here, so I'm not going to do that. So, right. Come on, back to the other table. Let's go. Right. Okay, I found these little wooden heart buttons. I thought they'd be quite nice as a trim on here for the tabby bits. I think I'm going to cut them a bit shorter than they actually are, so let's just let's get it so that you can see. I've got no room again. So, pains. Normally these things, that wooden bit would come out, but clearly I had to buy an awkward one. So I think about there would be good. Right, let's grab a pin. I will bring them up, don't worry, at one point. I'm going to trim that down, I think. It's a tad too long. About there. Should be about right. Could actually do some measuring, Susan. That might really help. Okay, we'll do that too. Get the ruler around the right way. That's 3.5 centimetres. Okay, so that's slightly longer. Was it slightly longer anyway? I can't actually see. Let me try and get it even. Did I cut them odd sizes? I might have put them in further, mightn't I? Right, okay, yes, that's what I've done. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I'm going with that. If you're shouting at me, I can't hear you. It's only going to be stitched on with a button, so if it really bugs you, you can change it. Sorry, I didn't realise I was that far forward. Let me just... Right, okay. So I've got some beige cotton on here. This is going to be blooming awkward, isn't it? Right, okay. Let's see what we can do. I'll stitch the button on first, and then I'll cut the webbing, ribbon stuff, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to have to go through to the back, which is a pain, but I don't think it'll be very solid if I don't. Right, how did we do? Let me just hold it up in my... Yeah, it's kind of alright. Yeah, that'll do. It's pretty good, I think, anyway. It's not very even. As I say, if it bugs you, just snip that thread and just rethread it yourselves. I don't know whether to fishtail. What do you reckon? Where's my really sharp scissors? Where have you gone? Oh, not you. Okay, these aren't really sharp. I don't know. Oh, there's my big ones there. See if I only put stuff back. I think it's going to fray. So yeah, it frays like mad. So what I'm going to do is just chop it straight here, about there, and about there. So there we are. I mean, you know, when you get this, you could fray that down a bit actually if you wanted to and make it look a bit more shabby chic, but I'm not going to do that now. So there we are. What do you reckon? I can't actually hold it up for you, can I? But it's on there. And there it is. Right, after a load of technical issues with my blooming phone, finally getting around to doing the drawer, the little pots here. I'm going to shove it over there so that I can't see a thing. I'm going to rustle, rustle, rustle. And, right, who have we got? It's been a week, that's all I can say. Phone died, memory full, had to restart it, factory restart, had to reload everything. It's holy moly. Oh, Lynn, yay. Massive contributor, always comments. Thank you very much, Lynn. Right, that's going to be on its way to you, my lovely. Yeah, can't think of a more deserved winner. Well, you all are, to be honest with you, because you all comment and I love you all for it. So thank you very much. Right then, so that'll be off to its new home. No idea where that string came from. Yeah, so it's all functioning normal now at Susie Q headquarters. So I hate technology. Right, that's it. I'll add this. I managed to retrieve the making bit, but I lost the last bit, so I just don't even know what happened there. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye.